Hello and welcome to the last final lesson of this A2 course. So first of all, congratulations, well done. If you've watched all 60 lessons, that it has taken a long time to prepare and record, and I have been really happy during this process, and I hope that you have been happy too. Now, let me explain a bit about the lesson today. So basically, what I want to do is in this class, we're going to look at a review of content. And then we'll do a dictation as well. So if you can have a pen and paper ready, that would be fantastic. And then we're going to do a test. Okay, so it will basically be a little bit of everything that we've been doing on the course, but obviously it's impossible in one lesson to cover 60 lessons, but I've tried to include content from a lot of the lessons. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the things that we have looked at. So I'm going to put on some images of the syllabus. So if you're not interested in seeing the syllabus, you can just fast forward, okay? So I'm going to put the screen up, and as you can see here, you've got lesson 1 to 5. Now, I want to do this so that if you want to review some of the things, with this reference, you can have a look at the lesson, you can have a look at the topic, and there is some information about the content of the lesson so that you can go back and find the lesson. So for example, here, if you say, oh, I want to look at lesson 14 again to talk about IT vocabulary. Well, now with this reference, you can see which lesson to go to, because obviously the videos are available for you to watch when you want and as many times as you want. Okay, so I'll just go through. Obviously, you can pause the video at any time. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. We have done a lot of things. Obviously, remember that lesson 5, 10, 15, 20, etc. They are review lessons. So you can always look at those lessons again and maybe try doing the test again and see what you remember. Okay. Fantastic. So there we go. So now you see that this is the content we've covered. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put on, first of all, I'm going to do a dictation related to spelling and dates. Okay, so I'm going to show you here. If you look here, I've got a screen here with name and date of birth. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say some names, say some dates of birth. You just have to write them down. You just write the date. So for example, if I say the 10th of December, you write just 10, 12, or 10th of December 1949, you write 10, 12, 49. I have used in the answers, I've used the European British date format, not the American date format. the European date format is first we say the day and then we say the month. So the 10th of December, okay, for example. So are you ready? So get a pen and a piece of paper. Okay, I'm going to dictate them now. Wait a second. Okay, so first one. Her name is Karen Folkestone. I'm going to spell her name. So her first name is K-A-R-E-N. I'll repeat, K-A-R-E-N. And her surname is Folkestone, F-O-L-K-S-T-O-N-E. I'll repeat, F-O-L-K-S-T-O-N-E. And her date of birth, it's the 3rd of March, 1992. It's the 3rd of March, 1992. The 3rd of March, 1992. Okay, next name. His name is Arthur Thimble. I'll spell that for you. A-R-T-H-U-R. I'll repeat. A-R-T-H-U-R. And the surname is Thimble. T-H-I-M-B-L-E. T-H-I-M-B-L-E. And his date of birth is the 5th of August, 1948. The 5th of August, 1948. Number 3. Her name is Greta Haynes. I'll spell that for you. G-R-E-T-A. G-R-E-T-A. And the surname is H-A-Y-N-E-S. H-A-Y-N-E-S. And her date of birth is the 1st of February, 2004. The 1st of February, 2004. Next name, we have Michelle Walker. Michelle Walker. I'll spell that for you. M-I-C-H-E-L-L-E. M-I-C-H-E-L-L-E. And the surname is Walker. W-A-L-K-E-R. W-A-L-K-E-R. And her date of birth is the 8th of July, 2012. The 8th of July, 2012. The 8th of July, 2012. And the last name is Grant Sampson. Grant Sampson. I'll spell that for you. First name, G-R-A-N-T. I'll repeat, G-R-A-N-T. And the surname is S-A-M-P-S-O-N. S-A-M-P-S-O-N. And his date of birth is the 31st of October, 1989. The 31st of October, 1989. The 31st of October, 1989. Right, So here are the answers. I hope I'm right. Let's see. Here you can see the answers here. So you've got Karen Folkestone, the 3rd of March 1992, Arthur Thimble, the 5th of August 1948, Greta Haynes, the 1st of February 2004, Michelle Walker, the 8th of July 2012, and Grant Sampson, the 31st of October 1989. Now I'm just going to put on the screen for you the, oh no, not that, actually what I said. Now you notice here I've got the and the of in brackets. That is because we say them, but we don't write them. So we say Karen Folkestone, date of birth, the 3rd of March, 1992. Okay, but we don't actually write that usually. Okay. So maybe you can practice if you found that difficult. Don't worry, it is quite difficult. You really, with spelling, you really need to practice again and again and again. Maybe you can get a friend to dictate some dates and some numbers to you to help you. Okay. And now we're going to do a dictation. So let me just check. Right, okay. So now we're going to do a dictation. So I'm going to do 3 dictations. There are 5 sentences in each dictation. Okay, and with this one, I'm going to say the sentence completely naturally. I am not going to speak slowly, but I will repeat it 3 or 4 times. So you can hear it naturally in natural English. Okay. So number 1, you ready? My sister-in-law is taller than me. 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 Now, don't worry if it's difficult. You can listen. You can pause the video, go back. Don't worry. Number 2. His brother's married to a French woman. His mother's, no, wrong. His brother's married to a French woman. His brother's married to a French woman. His brother's married to a French woman. Okay. Number 3. I love skiing, but I can't ski very well. I love skiing, but I can't ski very well. I love skiing, but I can't ski very well. I love skiing, but I can't ski very well. Number 4. He can swim. Last week he swam 13 kilometers. He can swim. Last week he swam 13 kilometers. He can swim. Last week he swam 13 kilometers. Okay, number 5. Next week I'm flying to Madrid to see a friend. Next week I'm flying to Madrid to see a friend. Next week I'm flying to Madrid to see a friend. Okay, right, so that was the first dictation. So what I'm going to do now is I'll put it on the screen for you so you can see it and you can correct it. And I'll read it again so you can listen and read. Okay, so number 1, my sister-in-law is taller than me. My sister-in-law is taller than me. So here in the first sentence we have a comparative adjective, taller. And number 2, his brother's married to a French woman. So here the apostrophe S is is married to, is married to. Okay, so his brother's married to a French woman. And number 3, I love skiing, but I can't ski very well. So here you've got love plus ing. And number 4, he can swim. Last week he swam 13 kilometres. Notice the difference between 13 and 30. Here it's 13 kilometres. Number 5, next week I'm flying to Madrid to see a friend. Next week I'm flying to Madrid to see a friend. So here we've got present continuous for a future planned action. Okay, are you ready for the second dictation? Right, let me see. Ooh, okay. Right, here we have 6 sentences, okay? So number 1, if I had more time, I'd probably do more exercise. If I had more time, I'd probably do more exercise. If I had more time, I'd probably do more exercise. Okay, now number 2. I'll call you later if I get home early. Difficult one. I'll call you later if I get home early. I'll call you later if I get home early. I'll call you later if I get home early. Okay, I know that's quite a difficult one. Number 3. He hasn't been to Paris, but he wants to go. He hasn't been to Paris, but he wants to go. He hasn't been to Paris, but he wants to go. Number 4. I used to hate fish, but now I love it. I used to hate fish, but now I love it. I used to hate fish, but now I love it. I used to hate fish, but now I love it. And number 5. He didn't used to like cheese. 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 Okay, number 6. We were tired because we hadn't slept. 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 Okay, so how did you do? Right, I'm going to put the answers on so that you can see them. Right, so dictation 2, number 1, if I had more time, I'd probably do more exercise. This is a second conditional sentence. So we have had, but we're not talking about the past. We're talking about a hypothetical situation. And here in number 2, we've got a first conditional. I'll call you later if I get home early. I'll call you later if I get home early. And number 3, we have some present perfect and some present simple. He hasn't been to Paris, but he wants to go. He hasn't been to Paris, but he wants to go. And number 4, we've got a past habit or a past state that has changed in the present. So we've got, I used to hate fish, but now I love it. I used to hate fish, but now I love it. I used to, notice the used to. I used to hate fish, but now I love it. Love it. And number 5. He didn't used to like cheese. He didn't used to like cheese. Now, just one thing. in the lesson where I did used to and didn't used to, I noticed there was a mistake on one of my slides. So if you saw I put didn't used with a D, and no, that's not possible. Even though the pronunciation is the same, in theory it shouldn't have a D because it's the infinitive. So if you saw that mistake and thought, I don't understand, then well done. Okay, so we go back to the sentences, right? And the last sentence, number 6. We were tired because we hadn't slept. We were tired because we hadn't slept. Okay, so last sentences for the dictation. Are you ready? Right, these are questions. So we've got 6 questions, right? Different tenses, different uses. Number 1. Where were you last night? 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 Number 2. What did you do last weekend? What did you do last weekend? What did you do last weekend? Number 3. What's your brother's name? What's your brother's name? What's your brother's name? What's your brother's name? Number 4. What's your address? What's your address? What's your address? And number 5. Have you been to the UK? 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 And number 6. How often do you eat out? 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 Okay, here are the answers. Where were you last night? That's a past simple question. And this is a past simple question, number 2. And notice the pronunciation. What did you do? So it's what did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Where did you go? Who did you see? What did you do last weekend? And number 3. What's your brother's name? What's your brother's name? And number 4. What's your address? What's your address? And number 5. Have you been to the UK? Have you been? So you've got have you been? Have you been? This is a present perfect question for experience. Okay. And we've got number 6. How often do you eat out? How often? Notice the pronunciation. How often? How often? Almost you're pronouncing the W sound. How often? How often do you eat out? How often do you eat out? Okay, so well done. That's the hard bit done. Now I'm going to put some test questions on the screen for you, so you can pause the video and think about the answer, and then unpause the video, and I will just say the answer. Okay, so let's go back here. Here we are. Okay. So this one is, I don't like big cities, that's why I live in A, house, B, flat, C, village, D, floor, or E, building. Okay, and the answer is C, village, village. Okay, next one. My mother is really easygoing. She never gets about small things. A, hungry, B, thirsty, C, angry, D, stubborn, or E, confused. And the answer is C, angry. Obviously, you can use a dictionary if you don't remember the meaning of the words. Okay, number 3. My husband is a boop, which means he has to work shifts, look after patients, and talk to their families. A. Builder. B. Nurse. C. Plumber. D. Scientist. Or E. Architect. And the answer is B. Nurse. Okay, number 4. In tropical countries, it is hot and it often rains frequently. A. Dry. B. Humid. C. Icy. D. Frosty. Or E. Cold. And here the clue is tropical countries. So the answer is B. Humid. Okay, number 5. We bought the car for $2,000 and sold it for $2,500. So we made a boop. And the answer is, well, no. First, is it A, profit, B, savings, C, loan, D, profit, and E, interest? Well, because the answer is there twice, sorry, the answer is A, profit, or D, profit. Sorry, that's my mistake. Okay, number 6. To do sport, it is a good idea to wear A, suit, B, jacket, C, shoes, D, tie, or E, tracksuit. And the answer is tracksuit. Notice the pronunciation, tracksuit, suit. Okay, number 7. When you have a headache, you should take a shower, B, painkiller, C, bottle of wine, D, jar of honey, E, appointment. And the answer is B, painkiller. Okay, number 8. I dropped coffee over the keyboard of my boop, and now it doesn't work. A, spacebar, B, pitch, C, appointment, D, laptop, or E, screen. And the answer is D, laptop, portable computer. Okay, number 9. And we couldn't play tennis because it had rained a lot and the boop was flooded. A, track, B, rink, C, pitch, D, field, or E, court. And the answer is E, court. And finally, the last question of the A2 course. After you have made the batter, put a small amount into the hot frying pan. A, pour, B, stir, C, boil, D, heat, or E, burn. And the answer is A, pour. Right. Whew. I'm tired, so you must be tired. Anyway, that is the end, not only of the lesson, but that is the end of the course. So the only thing I can say now is this. congratulations for reaching the end of the course. Well done. We did it together. Okay, so remember that you can now, if you want, you can go back, see the lessons again for a review, or you can go next to the B1 course. But hopefully, if you've completed this level, you should be now IELTS level about 4. So, well done. And now I'm going to go. So thank you very much, and I will see you, I hope, soon on the Facebook lessons, maybe, because hopefully I'll still be doing the Facebook Live lessons. Okay, so take care. Thank you very much. Bye.